Hello everybody. It's coming up to Christmas and my wife has been very busy making the Christmas puddings, and it's reminded me a lot of what used to happen in our house when I was a boy. My mother used to make the Christmas puddings, get all the ingredients together, put them in a big bowl, start to mix them up. But before she finished, she would always ask my brother and I to come into the kitchen and to make a Christmas wish as we were stirring the mixture. I don't know whether my brother took it seriously, but I certainly did. And I never used to tell people what I wished for, but I'm just going to tell you what I used to wish for until I grew out of it, as it were. When I was very young, the one thing I wanted was a Lone Star rifle, which would go with my cowboy hat. As I got a bit older, I got interested in lights and electricity and batteries and things like that. And I really wanted a Trionic electronic kit. Finally, when I was about 10 or 11, I was desperate to have a bike with gears. Reason? Because the bike I had only had one gear. Now I'm here to tell you today that Christmas wishes do not work. I wanted them to work, but they didn't. Now, and I suppose when I was about 12, I grew out of that. Having said that, when you look around you, you often see people who wish for things, and because they wish for them, they think they're definitely bound to happen. There's a program on the television which shows this very clearly, and it's called The Wall, where people stand underneath an apparatus and walls are dropped down and they have to try and make sure or hope that they land in the right place, either to give them more money or not to take money from them and things like that. And you see people standing there or running around imploring the balls to drop into the right place. More to the left, more to the right, and all the rest of it. Almost as if they are talking to something that can hear them, or that by their shouting or by their persuading voices, they can influence events. And of course, it doesn't happen. Now, a lot of people regard prayer or praying as a bit like this. And they pray for something that they want, and it doesn't happen. And they think, oh, perhaps there's not a God, but next time something goes wrong, they try it again and they pray. And they regard prayer and God as being a bit like the relationship of Aladdin with the lamp, with the genie. The genie can do what I want. I rub the lamp, I say what I want, he does it. Or perhaps to regard God as a sort of all-powerful Mr. Fix-It, whom if I ask him in the right way, will do what I want or give me what I want to keep me happy and to live a happy and contented life. Now I'm here to tell you today that prayer is not like that. Prayer is essentially a relationship with God. Now God is a person. God is all powerful. God can be known, but God cannot be seen, at least not now. And lots of people think because of that, he's not really there, but they still try and pray occasionally. Now I'm here to try and ask you to do something which may help you. Because people say, oh, there's not a God. Okay, here is not exactly the challenge, but something for you to try before Christmas. There are four major accounts of the life of the Lord Jesus Christ in the Bible: Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. You might have perhaps a little Gideon's New Testament that you were given at school, perhaps you've still got it. I want to ask you to open it up and start to read one of the accounts. Mark is probably the shortest and quickest to read. Just read a chapter at a time. And each time as you read, I want you to say, God, if you are there, please speak to me. That's all. And don't go looking for answers, but just ask him to speak and see how you get on over the coming couple of weeks. Then at the end of December, after we've got over Christmas, we've eaten all the turkey and the Christmas cake, what I'd like you to do, if you're up to it, is to come along to church, and we're at Minster Christian Centre, which is on the corner of Minster Road and South Minster Road in Cardiff, and tell us how you got on. If nothing happened or you didn't learn anything, that's fine, but do come and explain what's your experiences. I'd be really, really interested to hear what you have to say, apart from anyone else. So thank you for listening, and look forward to seeing you one day in the near future.